Okay, so we're getting into Tormach. We're gonna get into our first part. When right away when you get into the machine's controller, the first thing you want to do is click reset. That'll reset the machine, get all the motors fired up. Then you want to reference your Z because that will bring your spindle up in the air to its top point, and then you'll reference your Y and reference your X. If you reference your Y and X first, I've had it happen to me before. It'll traverse over and it'll smash into a workpiece that you have in there or something and snap your bit or something. So you always want to reference your Z first. All right, so now we're going to get to the point where we go to our tool offsets. So basically what's happening, if you watch that Tormach video, is up at the spindle right there, right where that tool sits, that's what the machine sees as 0. When it gets a tool in there, like say we're going to use this 3/8 inch end mill over here, the carbide one that's, we'll just go with the 5-inch long one, tool number 4, it actually has to tell, the machine has to be told how long the tool is. Otherwise, it thinks that it's 0 will be up where the tool's sucked in, and then that's sticking out 5 inches or more longer than the machine thinks, and the machine's going to slam into stuff and break stuff. So we want to take tool 4, so we're going to go down to where it says T, we're going to type in 4, and then we're going to click on M6G34 or hit enter. It's the same thing. So what that does is it just chose tool 4 for us. Now we know we have a 3/8 inch end mill that's 5 inches long. The machine also knows that because that's typed into the diameter and length settings here. So then the machine offsets for the tool. That's why it's called offsets. Now we're going to go into conversational, keeping in mind that we have that 3/8 inch end mill in there. We're going to start out by going to pocket. Pocket and circular pocket. Circular pocket's probably the easiest. So pocket diameter, I believe that the pocket diameter was 3 inches. The step over, we'll just do 0.1. It's supposed to be about 20%, so that's probably should be like 0.05 actually. We're not going to get too crazy about that because we're not actually running the part. The depth of cut, since we're cutting into a piece of wood, we could put it as 0.5. Usually be 0.02 or 20 thousandths at the most if we're cutting into aluminum or something. The Z start, we're just going to start at 0 because in that video he touched off at the top of the workpiece and that was considered 0. And then our Z clearance is over here at 0.5, and all of our settings are over here. As far as feed rate and all that stuff, we're not going to get into that now. If we're actually cutting apart, we'd get into that pretty heavy. The Z end, I think he had it at 0.125 because he's going to cut an 1/8 inch pocket down. And then you also want to make sure that 0.125 would be way up here above the workpiece. So we want to make sure we type in a negative 0.125. Okay. So once we got that all typed in, our pocket diameter, our step over, our depth of cut, where we're going to start at the top of the workpiece, and then we're going to post it to the file. So what that does is it posts it to the machine. Pocket circular, forgot the drill table. I always forget the drill table. So now we got to go to the drill table, which is up here, drill and tap. The pocket and a lot of round things will take where it starts off of that. So we're going to just set it as 0, enter, 0, and 0. Because remember that he just had us starting in that video right on the center of the 2x4. He drew an X across the 2x4. We started right in the center. So then we'll go back to our pocket and we'll post that to file. And what that is going to do, Z depth of cut cannot be bigger than the Z range of cut. Oh, wait, 0.05. Point 0.05. It gives you a lot of warnings, which is good because if it wasn't for those warnings, then we'd have problems. All right, so now we're good. So now we can post it to file. And once that posts to file, we'll just name it circular pocket, and then click save. And what that will do is come up with a preview. That will preview our circular pocket. So we should be able to go ahead and kind of rotate around. We can right click and we can go to ISO view. That's probably the easiest way to see it. We see there's an 1/8 inch pocket and it's going to have about 2-3